Hello and welcome to Stephen Plays Stuff. I am Stephen and today we're going to be playing a new game on the channel as promised, Bomber Crew. So before we get into that though, I wanted to share a few details with you regarding this here channel. I have decided to introduce some themes to each day. So rather than having like just random games or just one series, we're going to have two main games alternating Monday to Thursday. And then on a Friday, we're going to have what I'm going to be calling Flashback Friday, where we'll have some fun playing some old PC kind of DOS titles anyway. Then on Saturdays, I'm not too sure about Saturdays just yet. If you have any ideas of what you'd like to see me play on a Saturday, leave it in the comments. If not, I'll think of something, I'm sure. But stay tuned for more details on that. And on Sundays, I thought we would have, for now, a Super Sunday Fun Day. Where we'll be playing some old Super Nintendo games and having some giggles along the way. So, with all that said, I think it's time to get our chocks away, old chap, and get started with Bomber Crew. So here we have Bomber Crew. I've been playing already this for around, I don't know, an hour or so. Went through the kind of tutorial, went through the intro for the game to show you what's what. So we're gonna start a new game on the channel though. We're gonna skip the training. This is when you get your crew. Obviously, your crew is up here. You can. These are all your pilots, your bomber, and things like that. We'll see more of that as we get into the game. Anyway, we can go over to our memorial here, and anyone we lose while we're playing the game will get listed here. Which is quite nice, and obviously be prepared to lose a lot because there is a lot of these boards. So, and given the size of the name on this first board, there is a lot of space for these names. So I'm prepared to lose a lot. I've been playing for about an hour and a half, and I've only lost one crew member. So I've not been doing too bad so far. But hey, we never know. So let's go for a new game. And we're going to go on empty slot. We go for this one. And here we are. This is our airfield. Our bombers are lined up. This is our bomber. We got this is the overview. Now, obviously, we need to recruit some new guys to our team. I think maybe. How many have we got? Oh, we've got everyone covered. Oh, we got a full crew. So there we go. We've got this is our pilot, our mechanic engineer. Our navigator, a radio operator, gunners, and a bomber. So, and he's our bombardier. So we can go to our crew gear, and here we will see all the gear our crew's wearing here. These are We've got F. Byron, he's our pilot. We've got I. McKay, he's our engineer. J. Hamilton, who is our navigator. C. Lombard, which is a radio operator. E. Thompson and B. Taylor are gunners, and S. Kelly are bombardier. So let's go in here. We don't have that much unlocked. As we go through missions, we earn money, and we also earn experience, kind of thing, that we can then allocate to. We'll unlock, more better things for our plane and our pilots and our crew, and so on. So we've got the full preset. So in here we got the basic flight set. You see this here, 500 experience will unlock the basic flight set. At the moment we've got a starter flight set. We had the flight suits. More of these will unlock as the time goes on. Headgear, vests, gloves and boots. At the moment we're at the best we can all get. So we go into training now. Training here again we can get extra skills for these. At the moment, the primary pilot skill has got emergency landing and to bail out. Some can learn extra things, so the engineer can learn first aid, for example, and things like that. Any of these guys can, or you can learn to be a gunner, and so on. So as we play, we'll unlock those. Let's go through our aircraft now. The orange dot signifies we've got new stuff here. We can choose a new livery, so we can choose our base paint. First of all, there is some real nasty paints jobs here, let me tell you. I love the classic camo, but we can go for a curved sea foam green, a bit of tartan played there. Look at that pumpkin spice, because this was a Halloween update, I think. A cat plane there with cat stripes on it. That is quite cool, actually, I must admit. Checkerboard, Dark Knight. I went for the Dark Knight in my original game at first because I thought it looked quite nice for night missions. A Golden Eagle, Neon Disco, Over the Rainbow, Pearl, Turtle Shells, and a Woodland Camo, which isn't too bad. But you know what? I'm going to keep the classic camo. I think that looks really, really nice. So let's go for that. We can have nose art. So we can have the curved digital logo on there, pumpkins, Runner Duck, a vampire bat, or we could add a custom one in. So in my first plane, I called my plane the Big Daddy. Should we keep it the Big Daddy? I quite like the name the Big Daddy on there. Or we could go for a custom as another custom one. I'm not too sure. I quite like the pumpkin on there, to be honest. Let's put the pumpkin on. The pumpkin looks quite cool, so we're going to need the pumpkin on. I can't remember doing a custom one now. Maybe next time. Engine art. We have flames. We have the typical teeth on there. The pumpkins to match there. I don't like the pumpkins, or the Big Daddy don't fit on there at all. I quite like the flames. We go for flames or the mouth. Let's go for the flying tiger. Let's go for the growling mouth there. On the wings, we could have pumpkins on the wings, or we could have just the Big Daddy on there. I'm going to go for none on the wings. I'm going to be boring and go for none. So now on the waist text, we can have black text, and we can change this. So we're going to change the livery text, and we're going to have, let's put on there, is it lowercase? Let's see if this fits. StephenPlaysStuff. There we go. Should we have an exclamation mark on that? Yeah, let's do that. Confirm. There we go. It's not, doesn't look great on there, but still, that'll do. We can go for white text, maybe. Let's go for the black. I don't know. Black stand out enough? White text? Let's go for the white on there. I like the white. Okay, install that. I think we didn't install the nose art. We've got to click on the install button to make sure this is done. We're going to go for the flying tiger on them. The wing art, the way that's all fun. So gun turrets, we have the standard .303, 2 gun turrets in the back there. We can get Mark II, which will give us slightly better stuff in a minute. We've got a ventral turret. We've got 2,000 to spend. Now we haven't got a ventral turret on the belly of the aircraft, but I'm going to add one of those in now. I think that would be a good idea. It's going to take most of our money away, but we're going to add that in like this because it's always good. They've only got 2 gunners on board, obviously, so the engineer can double as our extra gunner when needed. We got a mid-upper turret there, and we got a nose turret already. Systems, we have our radar. We have extinguishers on the engines. We have equipment. We have equipment panels at the rear. We have a first aid kit. Mid-rear, we have a fire extinguisher. Mid-front, we don't have one. And right at the front of the aircraft, we don't have one. That will come later. Fuselage, we can increase our armour and stuff on there. Survival, obviously if we crash, sometimes our crew can be rescued, and their survival requires the survival stuff in the aircraft will increase their chances of getting back home safely. At the moment we've got access to a homing pigeon, but we don't want that, so none of them. Right, so now we go to our briefing. So this is where, hello old chap, this is a typical here we got 3 campaigns accessible, 3 missions accessible here. So the first one is Search and Rescue. It's a short duration mission. It's low risk. If we complete it, we'll get 150 experience and 1,200 cash. And on a safe return, we get another extra 100 experience and an extra 800 cash. So it says, should we do this in a particular voice, or is that going to get tiring? One of our brave Spitfire pilots had a running over the channel and had to ditch in the drink. Locate the poor fellow and drop survival gear to keep him safe until he's picked up. What? Yeah, that's going to get tiring. Let's not do that. Okay, so we've got a brave Spitfire pilot. He's in the channel. We can go back to what the other options here we got. TODT battery ammo dumps. Again, short duration, low risk, same rewards. But on this mission success bonus, we get a perk on this one. So the enemy damage will be down for the next 2 missions. The Todd battery has been raining down artillery on the English coast. Our current bombs aren't able to penetrate it, but we can starve it of ammunition, destroy the ammo dumps supplying the guns. So that'd be quite a good idea. And we got motor factory at Zeebrugge. So our reconnaissance has identified one of the enemy's motor factories in Belgium. Let's knock it out. Oh, is that Zeebrugge? There actually was a lot of bombing that went on there. There was a submarine pen there, I think it was, if I remember rightly. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I remember I think the British bomber Air Force Command Bomber Command flattened the place, I believe. That's Zeebrugge. I don't think this is the same place, but Zeebrugge, I don't know. Anyway, I think we should go for the let's bomb the battery ammo dump. So let's do that. Let's begin this mission. And here we go. Now this is our bomber. We can zoom out like this. This is the far we can zoom, and we can zoom in. And this is our bomber. We got our gunner in the back. This is our pilot. Is up there. We select our. We can select each of these by clicking on these here, or we can select them here, like so. So we've got our pilot selected, and we have commands down here for each and one. It's our engineer. He can change our fuel mixture. Not right now because obviously he's not high enough level. Fuel transfers to get if these engines go out, we can transfer fuel to this wing. We can move around the aircraft by moving like this. We can move them to specific positions. So now we're going to leave all our crew in the same place. We're going to go to here, and now also we can click space just like we did there, and we can look at our destination. This is that symbol there. Is it gone? Oh, we collected it already. That symbol means that's a destination for our navigators picked out. Let's just get it taken off one time. That's a destination our navigators picked just there. And we can move our and the plane, and up we go. Now we're going to raise gear because obviously that adds drag and we don't want to waste fuel. And off we go. They've also added, there was one thing about this game originally that it gets a bit manic during trying to, when you see enemy fighters, we need to target them like this, and then there's also locations and the bombing runs, and it can all get a little bit manic. So what you can do now is they've added this up here, this timer where you can press the control button and you can actually, so we've got a new destination here, we just target that. See that build up. And the plane will change course. We're at low altitude. We can go medium or high. High means the fighters will have a more difficult time getting us, and we stay out of the flak. But then we're above the clouds, and we can't see our targets very well. Medium takes us just above the clouds. It keeps us out of flak, but we're going to stick at low for the time being. Let's see how that goes. There we go. We're going to help. We've got some enemy fighters here. We're going to target this straight away. Any more? We see on our radar down the bottom right there. And we can see the flak coming up. Is this our bombing run? And we've got a bombing run here. So now what we need to do is go into our plane and select our bombardier to get down to the bombardier's compartment. You can see us here. We're going to... Is this a bombing zone? Yes, so we're going to open our bomb bay doors. Are we going to get them open early enough? I'm not too sure if we've got them bombed there. I keep pressing the wrong button there. Alright, okay. Let's go to this destination here. And we've got our bomb bay doors open now. I think we didn't drop any bombs. Oh, we've got to select our bombs. That was right. We've got to select our bombs. Oh, we've got enemy fighters coming in as well. So this is what I mean. It gets a little bit manic. And we don't quite need the pause button yet. I've lost sight of the enemy fighters. Let's keep an eye on his bomb command. And we're going to drop our bombs there. We dropped our bombs. So now we're going to turn the camera around. We're going to now target this. We need to get on these. And we're going to hit control. We're going to slow time down. Is that even working? And now our guns will start firing back. It's a pity they don't kind of auto-fire, auto-target these guys. So we're going for our next target over here. Oh, we've got an enemy. Oh, we've got to set up bombardier, and ready, and bombs, release. Right, now we're going to select, that's our mission done. We've got a photo opportunity over here. We're going to go and get this photo opportunity. The bombardier will do that. We're on fire, we've taken a lot of damage. We can do this though. Let's close our bomb doors to reduce the drag again. Once the bombardier's done this, we're going to... Don't worry about the engine on fire. That's perfectly fine. Engine on fire. It can be put out, but we don't worry about that right now. What's happening here? Have we got any enemy fighters coming in? There's any more enemy fighters up here. These enemy fighters take us more. I think we just missed our photo opportunity right there by doing that. Let's get on to this one and we get the other one on the way back out. We're not doing too great. We've got holes in our plane all over the place. Let's hold down the control button and freeze that. Alright, let's get back out of that. Where's our photo opportunity? We're going to have the take photo button here. And take photo of that. We've done that. Right, now let's get back. We've got a navigational spot. We've got the other photo opportunity just here. Let's get on that. Hit control. Let's just slow it down for a few seconds. No more fighters. I can't see any enemy fighters at the moment. Electrical systems have failed. So we got our engineer onto that. Where's our engineer? Oh, we could have put him on the other gun actually. Electrical systems have failed. Where's the electrical systems? Where are they? Ah, here. Here. Where are they? Fix this. You. Fix. Here, there we go. There we go. He's going to go and fix that. And then he's going to get into the gun turret after that. How are we doing for ammo? We're doing alright for ammo. Bombardier. Let's get this photo done and get home. And take photo. Lovely. Right then, let's lock onto this and get the hell out of Dodge. Let's get home, guys. Fuel must be getting low as well. We've flown around much more than we needed to there. Bruges is ahead. There's Bruges over there, I guess, or there. We've still got fighters on us. Some of these fighters later in the game will be aces because there's loads of fighters on us still. We're not managing these fighters very well. What's happened now? We've got an engine failure. Have we? Injured crew? Who's injured? This guy? You. Go for a lay down. He'll lay down. Running low on ammo, says one guy. Which guy is this running low on ammo? We've got an engine failed there. This guy's going to relay down. We've got another navigational target here. Let's get back, guys. Let's get back over that English coast and then fighters will go away eventually. The green dots there represent the enemy fighters, which become really hard to see now. There's another enemy fighter somewhere I just missed. There he is. And they're going to start pulling back now anyway, because we're going back over the English coast. Wow, our plane's looking really battered. But we're back alive. One of our gun turrets is low on ammo. Which one? This one? Hi, this guy here. He can go and get some more ammo. guy injured. Alright, you go and get the first aid pack. And then go and heal him. He's got a minute left. Heal him up. We got any navigational points here? Is it our navigator that's down? That's why we're not getting a navigational point. We're gonna... Right, who's this we got now? Navigator. Get back to your position, please. Have we got any spots? Where's your... Oh dear. Ah, there we go. This guy's out of ammo. Not that we need any more ammo. Engineer, get back to his post. The engineer's post is here. Not too the broken down symbol, the mechanical symbol we get in there is off of this engine. So, and there we got our landing. And our landing, there's the airfield there. So now we need to select our pilot, lower our landing gear, and we got home safely from our first mission. We're not looking too great. We've got plenty of holes in the plane there. We didn't do too great. But hey, you know what? We can actually see all the inside there. This side here is pretty much all gone. The pumpkin's looking worse for wear there. We're very low on fuel. We're low on fuel. We've probably got enough to get back, though, to be perfectly fair. The engineer will give us the ratios. We've got 5 minutes of fuel left, so we've got enough. The airfield's just coming up now, so shouldn't be long before we're on the ground. Wow, that was quite a manoeuvre there. There's our airfield. You've got 5 minutes worth of fuel there. We're using up fuel very fast. 4 minutes left. Hydraulic system is beginning to malfunction. Engineer. This is pointing here constantly to tell us that Hamilton's kind of injured. What the hell was banging and crashing? And there we go. We're going to land now anyway, so we don't need to worry about any of that. If fuel remaining, it's got like 9 minutes now. I never get that, but still. There we go. We've made it back alive. Surprisingly enough, after the state we left that in there. Not a great first mission, but a successful one nonetheless. So we've done that. We completed that. Mission success there. We returned to base bonus. We got that there. And we took our optional photos, giving us another £1,000 and 250 experience points. Our plane's been repaired now. All our crew's fine and healed. We get experience for each one of these that return now. Some will go up in levels. We see the better level they are, the better they are doing their jobs. Here we go. So we've got emergency dive now to new altitudes. The engineer can now boost fuel and make the fuel more lean. Give us a more lean mix, meaning we won't go so fast, but we can make our fuel go longer, and we can make our fuel more rich, a richer mix, I think, so we can get a burst of speed, but it's going to use more fuel. He can radio for recon the areas now. Our gunners have got focus by the look of it. So we've all returned, so we continue. We got new skills. We get upgrades. We get a lot of upgrades and various items. Exit our debriefing. Now we can go into our crew gear. Now we've got £3,250 to spend on our crew. So there's something new available for everybody. They all do the same. So we go crew gear. Oh yeah, that's what we're in. Right, okay, Byron. Now we can go into full presets. We got the basic flight set. Now to equip all of our pilots with a basic flight set, it will cost £1,050. Now, as you see, currently their armour value is 15. This is our speed across our aircraft, how fast they can move through the aircraft. This is their temperature, the optimal temperature they can operate at, obviously, is level 2, because obviously it gets cold. Their oxygen, how long they can survive at really high altitudes. Their survival on land and their survival on water. Now, if we go to the basic, you see everything's going up except their manoeuvre. They because of the boots and the gloves, they can't manoeuvre so well. But you know what? There's better protection for a start. It goes up by 1. Our temperature goes up by 6. They've got a bit more O2 oxygen levels. They can survive a bit better in all things. So I'm going to equip all of that to our guys. That makes them a little bit better. So that's all good. These guys, they got different colours right there. He can have a land survival vest, but you know what? He can wear his lightest black vest because I'm not good at that. So that is fine. So training. Now we've got some training options. So let's have a look what he's got. Here we can secondary skill. So you can see they've all got new things. This guy now can perform an emergency dive, bailout, and emergency landing. I'm okay. So lean. This is a conserve fuel by using a leaner mix, and get a boost of speed by using a richer mix. His ones are still locked. Radar for recon. Radio for location of upcoming hazards will be revealed on the navigator's map. Focus. Increased focus when aiming. Results. We will do that in combat. The same as this guy. And the bomber, bomb aimer or bombardier, he can learn a secondary skill. So he can learn to be effective at guns, first aid, or engineering. So we're going to bung him on first aid. We're going to put our bombardier on first aid. We're going to train him up in first aid. So now he's got his first aid skill. Now, our aircraft can now be upgraded. We've got 2,200 to spend on our aircraft. So we've unlocked new livery, unlocked new base plane here. So what have we got now? We've now got olive drab. But no, we don't want that. We're going to keep our classic camo. New nose art. We've got free custom. Another custom one there. So we're going to keep our pumpkin spice for now until we get things like the cat size, which I really like. In livery, we still got more in the livery. Engine art. Again, we unlocked custom free on this, but you know, wing art again, custom free. We might as well look at them just to get rid of the orange dots. We've got new systems. We've got access to electrical system Mark 1. Not too sure. Oh, a new radar there. We can unlock our radar to Mark 2. So if we set that, we get approved range and sweep frequency. We're not going to do that yet. We can upgrade our engine fire extinguishers. We're not too fussed about that yet. Gun turrets. We got guns. We've got all of our gun turrets. So they're all Mark 1. That's go to Mark 2 is 1,600. It's quite expensive. I quite like the idea of the armoured fuselage Mark 1. It's 500 per section. It does add to the weight of our aircraft, but later on we can get better engines and improve our weight carrying. We've got access to our homing pigeon now there. I'm not too fussed about that at the moment. As I say, the fuselage, a more armoured fuselage, considering how many holes we just got at that point. I'm wondering whether to start on the wings or the tail. Let's start on the tail, because generally speaking, you know, the enemy aircraft attack from the back there, and we've got a lot of damage to the tails. So let's put armoured fuselage Mark 1. It adds 150 to our aircraft weight. 20 to our aircraft weight and 150 to the overall armour class. So we're going to install that. Making us a bit better. Main rear, this kind of area of the aircraft, we're going to install Mark 1 on that as well. And the midsection, we're going to add Mark 1 on there. And we can do one more, and let's do the front around our pilot, because I think that's quite important. Let's do that. So you can see now we've got all Mark 1 on there, except the wings and the nose. Now, on a successful mission, next mission, hopefully we can do our wings and nose. Let's go see what missions we've got available now. 3 missions. We have a submarine hunt. Allied shipping is being harassed by those U-boats in the North Sea. We've been tasked with hunting down and sinking the blighters. Okay then. And obviously now we've got our enemy damage down. Oh, by the way, these are our fighter races. You see, we've got Felix Feder and Gunnar Gunther. If we see these in the air, we want to focus on these guys, take them down, and we get the bonus money for taking these guys out. So, which is always a good idea, I think. So we've done that. We got the motor factory at Zeebrugge. Didn't we just do this? Oh, we kind of just. Oh no, we done the things, didn't we? The ammo base. One enemy's motor factory at Belgium. Knock it out. I think that might be a good idea. And a search and rescue. I think, you know what? Let's go for the motor factory because this one has got low risk. I think they're all low risk, but they're all low risk. Low risk, low risk, low risk. Okay, let's do the motor factory at Zeebrugge. So our reconnaissance has identified one of the enemy's motor factories in Belgium. Let's knock it out. So here we go then. Let's hope this mission's a little bit more successful and a little bit more on the ball. It's hard to kind of explain the mechanics of the game and keep effective at the same time. So, our pilot, ready to take off. Let's go. We have our new heading for our navigator. Let's lock in our new heading. So now, before we go off, our engineer is going to go straight into our ventral turret. Let's get him in there as an extra gunner. That's a good idea. You can see him walking through there. So we've got an extra set of guns on the go now. Let's pilot. Let's bring those. Let's raise our landing gear. That's that. So looking good. There's our aircraft. We've got a new heading. Let's lock that in. So yeah, if you hold down the control button, you get a certain amount of time here that gives us a little bit more time, slows down the whole game. Because a lot of people complain, one of the complaints about this game was when it gets very manic, like you just see a minute ago, a lot of people were saying, oh, it'd be nice if you could pause the game, set all the commands in, then continue it. But you know what? It's kind of, as a bomber mission goes, it would have been kind of manic, right? It would have been kind of under pressure. And that adds that kind of pressure to the missions, I believe. Got another head in here. Right, we lock that in. Even by the music's just picked up a little bit there. I'm keeping an eye on the radar down here for enemy. It looks like enemy fighters spotted on the radar. Yeah, I thought so. There they are. Let's get them locked in. Yeah, well, where's our Spitfire cover saying that? Try use your gunner's focus skill. So now we've got our gunners here. We can bring these up. This guy here, focus. And he can use his focus now. So now they're all focused. You see they're glowing up purple just here. That's fine. We've got another header here now. This is our target. So bombardier. Let's get our bombardier down into the bombardier. We're going to open the doors and we're going to select our first range of bombs. There we go. But now we're well prepared this time. Look, there's our target there. Our enemy planes have been targeted and also taken down by the look of it. Well done, guys. Let's just come out a little bit. It's been too near. Getting ready on the bombs, and we're going to take them planes in a second. And bombs away. There we go. Our target's been done. So we've got new target location. We've got a photographic location. There's one that way. Let's go for our. Where's it gone? I've lost it. There it goes. There it is. Let's lock that in. So let's bombardier. Where's our bombardier? Let's close the bombay doors. Let's get them fighters targeted. Let's hit control. Slow it down just slightly. Now where's those fighters? Can't find them. There's one. Bombardier. Take photo. Excellent. And now we're going to get back. Now let's get back on our heading. And get these locked in. Right, now we've got that. Oh, we've got some more. Another one around here somewhere. Can't see these guys. Oh, there they are. Right, we've got them locked in. So now we're going to zoom into our plane again. And we're going to take our bombardier. Bombardier. Back into our front turret. Like so. We got we got any running low on energy? Any running on ammo? We're doing alright, we're doing alright. Let's set these guys on their focus again. I can take out these guys quickly, so we get bonus XP there for taking these guys down. So now we're gonna fighter there. Hey, sometimes it's nice to go out wide when you're trying to spot the fighters. Like when you're looking around with the fighters like this, and get back into our plane again. I think we're all good. And we're heading back. Set our new heading. And all good. All good. Our plane don't look half as bad this time there, thanks to our, I think, our extra added armour we've put on. And that was a rather successful mission. I think we've done very well on that one. This guy's low on ammo, you can see here, but he can get some more ammo. We've got unlimited amount of ammo when they go and get them. It don't take them long to go and get ammo. They can also supply each other, so you could use the navigator to supply ammo to the guns if you didn't want them off their guns, and so on. Let's plot our new heading. Let's select our pilot, ready for putting our gear down when we get the heading for the airfield. Then the visual style on this game is very nice as well. I think it's got quite a cute kind of style to it. And it's enjoyable to play as well. It's available on PC, Steam, very enjoyable game. Definitely recommend it. I mean, even though it does get manic, it's a very good game. I found it as well. There is a mission that crops up shortly that progresses the actual game along. I'll show you the game progression timeline kind of thing in a moment. Excuse me. But the one thing, when you get this mission, it comes up. We're approaching now. Let's put our landing gear. Let's lower our landing gear. There we go. Approaching London. I guess that's London over there. That's London there. We will be going over that a little bit later, maybe. And here we go into our. It's a bit of a dodgy approach he's got on there, but hey, we can't control that. We don't control the plane, by the way. The pilot does all that for us. All we do is kind of micromanage each of the members of the crew there. Hence the game's title, Bomber Crew. You see the clues in the name. As I was saying, yeah, the mission. There's a mission comes up in a minute. It's kind of like a story progression mission that ramps the challenge up. But the submarine hunt mission that's there and the rescue the downed pilot, they kind of seem to cycle round again a few times. So it's always good to do those, I found, because obviously you get more experience, you get better stuff, you get more money, and you can really beef your plane up, because the mission progression ones are pretty tough. Up here you see campaign progression. You can progress through these as you complete the main critical missions that come up. But even though it says they're critical, they're not actually critical in getting them done right away. So here we go, we've got a bundle of cash. We've now got 2,700 in the bank. We've got our new experience and everything's come back fine. All our crew members have returned. It's great. And one of our gunners is a female as well, Brenda Taylor there. We've got Irene McKay as our engineer, so old Irene there. Okay, continue. We've got new unlocks, we've got new engines now. We've got armoured engines we can have. Now we've got our capsizer open, so let's exit our debriefing and let's go into now the crew gear. Now we will start unlocking. Let's see what's been unlocked here. So new headgear. So now we have a helmet for them now. As you see, we equip that to all of our big guys. It gives them so it's going to take their manoeuvrability away, but it increases their temperature for the time being. At the moment they've got leather flying helmets. Now I prefer to save the money rather buying them all helmets. I think it's a good idea. It increases the armour by 5, but later on you're better off getting them like flak helmets and the pilot's cap and things like that, because you get the headphones with it and things like that. They're much better options. You might as well save the money for that. We've also got leather gloves for everybody, 210 to equip leather gloves. it takes their heat resistance away. They're -5, but it adds a couple of armour and their survival at sea. But you know what? They can keep with their woolen gloves on for now, because I'm not really that interested in them guys at the moment. So until we get better options open later on, we won't be upgrading them. The main thing is at the moment, let's keep our plane going. Because if we've got a tough outer hull for our plane and good engines and good guns on our plane, right, then the guys inside the plane are pretty protected already. So it works. This I think works for the plane and the crew that's inside the plane. So we've got our new engines now. We can have armoured engines Mark 1. Once again, we've got a standard engine Mark 2. Now these obviously they've got a slightly better armour to them than the armoured engine Mark 1. We've got a standard engine. This adds armour to the engine. This is slightly better armour. As you see, the armour goes up by 100, but on that one it goes by 200. But this increases our weight to carry. But it's £1,000 to install these engines. And we've got 4 of these suckers to do. So, livery before we forget. But at the moment, we're not going to get those. We're going to get some cat's eyes. I like the cat's eyes better than the pumpkin. Let's install that. Yep, the cat's eyes. We're having the cat's eyes on there. Why did it make a hammer and nail sound when you paint? Fuselage. Let's go for our. So we want on our nose now. We're gonna put on. Obviously we've got coming up lightweight fuselage, which will make us a few lighter. They're faster, but obviously more vulnerable to attack. And we've got armoured fuselage Mark II, which is considerably more expensive, but much better. But at the moment we're going to go for the Mark I. We're going to install this on here because it's only £500 to install. I think this will go down if we get. That's not that. The price of this goes down depending if you've got this. I think. Wings, we're going to armour our wings up. So we know we've got 1,700 left. Let's look at our gun turrets. We've got Mark II gun turrets. We can afford Mark II gun turrets on the back. So now, considering our back one's much better, the ammo lasts a bit longer. They do greater damage. So we're going to install them on there. We're going to have Mark II on these. So now we're out of cash. Let's go straight into our briefing. And what have we got left? There we go. This is what I was talking about. This is a critical mission, Operation Chariot. Now, we've got medium duration and a medium risk on this one. We get slightly more for it, but we'll be supporting the daring commando raid on the impenetrable U-boat base at Saint Nazaire. They will ram the base in a ship packed with explosives before disembarking and detonating the charges. It will be quite a show. Now, we could go on this right away, and we may do it, we may not. We got enemy damage down. Now, having tried this mission before, it's a little bit of a kind of protect the boat while it gets to its destination. And as it goes across, like, you know, part of this channel here and round this bay and into France, it generally takes a battering off of U-boats and gunships, and to turn around and get that plane moving about to knock the gunships down it's a little bit tough. So for now, what I think is the better option is maybe do the search and rescues and the submarine hunt, because what I think is that when we do these, we get extra experience and we get more money, and we can improve the guns on our plane. You know, the bombers and the crew themselves get better. We get the better facilities on the plane. We get better armour. We get better engines, and therefore we can respond to the critical missions much better. Now, you haven't got to go straight on this, even though it says critical mission. It doesn't actually mean you've got to do it right away. What it will do, I believe, when it's completed, it will fill these up. So, and once you've filled all these up, then obviously, you know, the end of the Battle of Britain. I'm guessing this was set during. So there we go. Right. So anyway, we're going to go. Let's go. And this poor guy's been floating around. One of our brave Spitfire pilots has had a running over the channel. He's had a ditch in the drink. Poor fellow. We're going to drop him some survival gear. He's been floating around there for a while. So let's go and begin this mission. I reckon he's got rather wrinkly skin now, sitting there bobbing in the water all the time. Okay. So, we select our pilot. We wait for our heading to come in. We don't have to wait for the heading to come in. We can just get ready taken off. There we go. Our heading's in now. Let's set our heading. There we go. Go pilot. He's gonna... Is he taking up? There we go. And raise the landing gear. Now we get into our guys again. And we're going to select our engineer and straight in the ventral turret. Our front gunner is going to go straight down into the... it says so supplies must be dropped from a low altitude. Right, okay, that's not a problem. Around here. Approaching London now. I did say we'd go over London at some point. There's London over here. Oh, enemy ace pilot Felix Feeder is active in the area. So now we're going to find one of the first enemy pilots. We've got our three... Put them in the guns. That's right. That's cool. So now what we want to do is keep an eye on our radar down here. And as soon as we see a blip on it, we want to get them targeted. Because if Felix Feeder is about, we want to get them guys on focused. So they can take him down. Because we earn a bonus, a couple of thousand from that. And that'd be very handy in upgrading our plane. So let's set this marker. Keep an eye on that radar. No enemy fighters spotted yet. Our radar, our radar operator will let us know when we spot them, but it's quite, they pop up so fast and go away so quickly that it's quite peaceful at the moment, isn't it? Set that in. Why don't enemy fighters yet? I'm quite surprised that we haven't spotted. There we go. Halt, I have orders to stop you by any means. Okay, they're over there somewhere. There they are. That's Felix. Right, guys, let's get your focus on. Focus and focus. And there's our... Right, bombardier. Open doors. Have we gone past him? Have we spotted him yet? Have we gone past him? Oh yeah, we went right past him. I didn't even notice him. Okay, turn around. Turn around. Have we got any enemy fighters in the area coming in for us? There we go. Let me get these done first before we... Nice. Where's the... Ready for releasing? And release! There we go, he's got his supplies. So we're going to hang around a bit. Try and get some of these fighters down. Right then, our bombardier can close the bombay doors. And now he can get back up in the front turret. He's reloading. I'm not too sure if we've got Felix Feeder done yet. Well, we cleared the area of enemies then, and we're returning to base. So it tells us we dropped supplies, we cleared the area of enemies, and now we're returning to base. Our Spitfire pilot there has been done, and we can go to our map right here. We can see our plane course here. We're heading to this destination here now, and as soon as we get there, it will give us a new heading. You can get lost as well if you don't keep an eye out for these mission markers. So I don't know why it's sending us back now. Oh, hold on, we've got a photo opportunity. Should we go and get this photo opportunity? Let's earn a bit more bucks while we're here. Look, we can earn a few more pounds. Right, okay, bombardier. Get down into the base. The bombardier nose turret there. And we're going to get ready to take a photo. I think we've done alright so far on this mission. I didn't even take much damage either. Guys done quite well there. And here we go for our photo coming up. There we go, Intel photograph taken. Now let's get our headings locked in before we get lost. We've got enemy fighters coming in. Where are they at? There we go, let's get our heading locked in before we get lost. Right, my gunners, let's hit your focus and your focus. They're super focused. Enemy destroyed already. Look at that. See? When they're focused, these guys. See, when you're focused, you can achieve anything. Look at them go. Our plane's in a great... We've got a little bit of damage on the wing there. And a couple of little marks on the side, maybe. Maybe. A mark on the scratch on the tail there, Pamo. This side here, though, has been peppered a little bit. We've obviously had a... We've got a new marker position there. A new heading. We marked a new heading. Heading's been confirmed. This guy's running low on ammo, so let's go refill his ammo. Not that he needs to. And we can put our engineer back now off the gunner, just in case we need to change the fuel mixture. He needs to be in his right position to change the fuel mixture. Half of our fuel remaining. Now we can change his heading. Well, I'll show you what I mean. We can pick him now, and we can choose to lean the mixture rating. And that will make our remaining fuel going up a little bit. But you know, we don't really need to at this moment in time. Some missions, no doubt, we are going to need to do that. Like if we're going to challenge that critical mission right now, then we would need, you know, there's a lot of flying around there. It takes a little while, which means that we need every drop of fuel, so we need to lean the mixture on the way home. Definitely, for sure, or we'd never make it. We'd drop short of the airfield. We're going to select our pilot, ready to lower the gear as soon as we see the airfield come up in a moment. I think this might be London coming up again. Maybe not though, eh? It's not really big enough to be London. I think London is both sides of the river. Maybe over that way. And there's our airfield. So let's lock that in and we lower the gear on the final approach. Our gear comes down. You can see the drag it's had into the plane there as well, via the aqua plume, is it? Something like that they call that. Anyway, you can see it cutting through the air there. Very aerodynamic tyres, are they? These final approaches, these pilots, you know, it's like, I think, whoa, what's he doing? I think everyone's going to suffer from seasickness in a minute, airplane sickness. The oxygen is beginning. So, engineer, go and fix our oxygen supplies, please. We don't want our oxygen to fail, although we don't really need oxygen. There's London there. There's London just back there, going at distance. Right, come on, mate. I'll land good, and yeah, we're coming in. Although, to be fair, he's probably ain't going to get this oxygen fixed before we land, but never mind. And there we come in. We're landing. That's a bit steep. Coming in. Oh, no, he's alright. He's done it alright. And we're back safely once again. Lovely. There we go, the search and rescue. We've got our money and our experience for that. We did take him down. I didn't even notice it. So Manic out there has been defeated. So we get a £3,000 bonus for doing that. No experience, oddly enough. You'd think you'd get experience for taking down an ace pilot. We've returned to base, another 800 and 100 experience, and no slow time bonus. Oh, look, there we got extra £80 for not using our slow time on that. We've got an optical recon photos bonus there. I can't see how much that is because our bandit bait. Oh, that's the name of our plane, the bandit bait. We can actually change the name of our plane. Let's change that in the next part. We'll do that in a second. Let's continue. We get our experience for our crew now. We've got custom headings now. That our navigator now. There's some areas like where you get a lot of flak. So what you can do is now it'll mark it up on the map saying this is a dangerous area, we shouldn't really fly through there. You can actually give custom headings and you can kind of go around that area. I've not used them myself yet. I've not found the need to because I haven't done none of the major dangerous missions, but it's very handy. A corkscrew can get away from enemy fire, and he's gone to a level 2 in first aid. Or she, maybe. Was it a she or a... Is it Sean Kelly, I see? But anyway, Corkscrew can avoid incoming fire and use with good timing. So, do a barrel roll. Okay, we've got loads of upgrades again. New career, see, headgear, headphones and stuff. We got service caps. Let's go and check our crew gear out there. What we got here? I always pick the pilot first of all. Did I actually pick him? Yeah. Just to look at what's new, really. So now we've got a basic pilot set. All right, so there's our basic pilot set now. It takes his armour way down from this because I think the reason it takes his armour down is because of the body. It puts a life jacket on him rather than the you can only put him on the pilot anyway. So headgear, we've got new headgear. We've got a pilot's cap. We could just put that on him for 50 quid. Makes his survival go up, but it affects his armour somewhat. A service cap, little side hat thing there, or a flak helmet now rather than betting helmet. But this is £150. You know what? I'm going to put the pilot's cap on him. I'm just thinking we're going to get more experience points, right? We could get pilot's cap Mark II might be better because we've got 1,260 experience at the moment. It's only 1,500. So this stuff's more likely going to... These two items are going to unlock next. So I'd rather buy him the Mark II and get him and get the other guys the leather flying helmet. Better oxygen. We've got a toughened small O2 oxygen bottle now. The oxygen bottle allows them to walk around the aircraft when they're away from their spots. And a new vest there. You can see. But we don't want this. What's this guy got? He's got something else. Oh, a sea survival vest maybe. What's he got? Headgear. Oh, he's got headphones. He can have some headphones on. You see, his armour class will go down as well. Basic radio operators headphones. I'm not too sure. Other than survival, I don't think he really needs these things. I'm not too sure to buy him those headphones. We've got no other headphones on the list. Does that remove it? All of his... So he's got no hat on whatsoever. Yeah, that's right, because you can see his hair under that as it flashes. So, he needs headphones on. He's got new presets as well. Basic radio operator set. Oh, that takes it down by 14 though. He does look cool though, like this, right? With his little apple on his side. I jest, it's not really an apple, it's his oxygen tank, but it looks like an apple. Let's just go and give him his hat. I like his headphones on him. He looks more like the radio operator now. Let's do that. Aircraft now. Let's go and look what we've got new on our aircraft. We've got new liveries. We've unlocked new wing art. Lovely. We've got a round. Oh yes, we'll have the round dots on there for now. That's pretty cool. We'll have that. We'll install them. It doesn't cost us anything. Which is a cool thing. The paint job doesn't cost us any money whatsoever, which is quite nice. We've got new waste text. We can now have yellow text. Now we're going to keep it as white. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, we want to change our bandit bait. We want to change this to a new aircraft name. What shall we call our aircraft name? Let's call it wow, bandit bait. I'm thinking of Betty Brawler or something like that, or let's call it Betty. I don't know why, but let's call it Betty. I don't know, I quite like the name Betty. Let's do that. Gun turrets. Right, okay, so we've got new gun turrets now. We've got the Mark II gun, which is the same as one above, but we've got ammo feed. So with an ammo feed, ammo belts are automatically restocked without having to go to the ammo box all the time. Now, if you've noticed, we've not really needed to go to the ammo box that much, only on the way back. It's not that needed at the moment, again. So, it's 1,600 to install these. Now, if you look at the Mark II gun, it's 1,600 to install that. So, we haven't got it anywhere else. It's only on the tail turret. It's only the tail one that can get the ammo feed then. Got new systems. We've got an electrical system Mark II. The good thing about the electrical system, obviously it's more reliable before braking and whatnot. Equipment, and we've got 2 slot equipment rack now, so we can have 2 things. So we can have a first aid and a, say, oxygen. If we pick this, we can, as I say, we put like that. You can pick a parachute or a fire extinguisher or a first aid kit. Now, in the first game, you see I lost someone on the hall of the memorial record thing at the beginning of the game in the menu. I lost an engineer. That was mainly because I only had one first aid kit on board, and I'd used that, and then he went down again on the way home, or she went down on the return journey by enemy fire, and I never had a first aid kit. I couldn't get back fast enough, so we actually lost her on the way back. It's very expensive for that extra slot, so expensive. And these mid-front ones, even these, they're so expensive, 1,000 a pop. So at the moment, I'm going to go and focus on my gun turrets. We've got a tail turret, the mid-upper turret. Now this one's quite an important one, I think, as well. So I'm going to spend 1,600. It's going to put our bomber over the weight limit. Oh, wow. Lightweight fuselage is now unlocked. Armoured fuselage Mark 1 all the way through our aircraft now. Not 2. So it's got to be engines then, right? We need armoured engine Mark 1. Increases our weight, and our weight limit increased by 50. Standard would put that up by 250 extra carry power. Upgrade engines are better armoured and also give the aircraft a greater maximum weight limit. So we need standard engines, right, for the port outer side. Let's do that one. So I've got, these are 1,000 each, they say. Standing, let's do that one. Let's do that one. And let's do that one. So I've got 1,630 now. I've got new engines. I can carry much more weight now. My weight is 1,985 out of a possible 3,000. My gun turret, how much was the mid-upper turret Mark II? 1,600. We can actually afford our Mark II gun on the top. Lovely. There we go. So that's that been decided. So the Betty has now level 2 gun on the tail and the turret, which I think are the most important ones. The nose turret is not used that much when the bombardier is not being used. So let's get into our next briefing. We've dabbled with our aircraft. And we have 2 options now. We have our critical mission and we have our sub hunt. So we're going to go on a sub hunt, and I think that will be an ideal spot to end the game. Have we got any? Let me just check. We've got new aces up. We've got Gunnar Gunther and Bruno Brennan is up now. So let's go back to our briefing. Let's go to our sub hunt. Short duration, low risk. Okay, begin mission. Let's go hunt the blighters down. And there's our aircraft looking great. Already on the runway. Okay, Byron, get ready to take off. Let's set our destination in. There we go. Let's get this guy down in the Bombardiers area. Let's get our engineer to the ventral turret. There we go. Pilot, let's raise the landing gear. Nearly forgot that then. And here we go. We are ready. As our Bombardier in the Bombay, there we go. Let's select our bombs ready. Okay, if you can select these bombs as well. I don't know why you have to. Oh, you can select them all, I see, and drop them all at once. Drop your payload. Okay, we've got another headline there. Head up here. Let's get to this headline. I'm going to try and not use our timer thing this time as well, because these generally, these low risk missions, we might get another bonus for not using our... Oh, it's raining. Typical British weather really there. Yep, this is Britain. We don't want to get any holes in our plane this time, but we could possibly sink. Fill up with rain. Anyway, let's set these bombs. So what we've got to do is open the doors and we see those subs and just drop our bombs. There we go. Keeping an eye as we come over off the coast of Britain now. If we select our radar, we can see we're coming off now. There we go. The line you can see around the outside now is our special waypoint. So I could dab a waypoint there, and then these are our main ones, which is what we're flying for. But I could dab a waypoint there and fly up here and then round that way if we want to, but we don't. So there we go. Radar will reveal enemy targets. There's green blips. So we have targets. But there we go. Our enemy targets are coming in. Let's get them marked. Right, now let's get our gunners on focus and focus. And there's a sub. We've got a sub. We've got our first target there. Let's get going. Bombardier, open the bomb bay doors. Now we've got another bomb target just over there. We're going to go and bomb this sub first. So our doors open. Doors are open. Bombs have been selected. We are ready to release the bombs. We're going to keep an eye on our viewfinder here. As soon as the sub reaches this point, we're going to bomb them. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting fire from the sub. Hang in there. Hang in there. Stay on target. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Is it actually sunk down? Did it actually go back under the water? I'm sure it's gone back under the water. It's dived under the sea. It must have done. That's a bit cheeky. Submarine is diving. Ah! Right then. There we go. So if you don't get there quick enough, target spot a radar at sea or ground level. We want to get that photograph opportunity as well. Right, we're ready to release our bombs. Come on, get there this time. Get there this time. Bombs away. Have we got him? Yes. Let's get over to this bomb. Go on, guys. Yes, there he is. Any enemy fighters in the air at the moment? Can't see any. Their air support's a bit weak on this level. Whoa, I see some targets then. Come up. I think they might be our sub. Another submarine here. Set the next set of bombs. Stay on target. Stay on target. That's our Star Wars reference for the day. Bombs away! Lovely. I think we had a target over here somewhere. I've marked a new heading. Well done. Let's go get a photo. So we've actually destroyed 1 out of 3 submarines. We dropped bombs in that last one, did we not? Amsterdam ahead. Hey. We can stop off for a quick smoke. Take a photo. Yeah, photo's been done. Let's get our new heading locked in. Our bomb bay doors are open still, causing a lot of drag on our aircraft. Not happy. Any more targets about? Can't see any more targets. There we go. Target spotted. Get him. Oh, we've got enemy planes coming in as well now. Can't target enemy planes yet. I want to do the... Bombs away! Where's these enemy fighters coming from? Oh wow, they went so fast. We've got an engine on fire. We've lost our other target. Engine on fire. Where are these fighters coming from, man? There we go. Right, guys, let's get focused. Let's focus. Let's focus. Focus. Right, let's find the heading. There we go. We've got our target again. Get round, get round. Who isn't focused? Who isn't focused? Oh, he's recharging. Bombardier Kelly. Get ready to release those bombs. It's our last target. Keep shooting those planes, guys. Keep shooting those planes. Don't make it easy for them. Good shooting, Taylor, says Lombard. Here we go. Stay on target. Stay up above the water this time, you. Bombs away! Yes, return to base. Return to base. We've got enemy fighters spotted. Where's the enemy fighters? I'm going to target them first. That way. That way. Come on. Fuck, I see enemy targets over there. There is enemy targets that way. I said that. There's enemy targets. Right, electrical systems have gone down. So, Engineer McKay, get onto the electrical systems, please. Because we're out of radar now. Electrical systems failed, the radar is inactive. Where are these planes coming from? Somebody's attacking us somewhere. We're going to have to look around manually. Some enemy fighters are incapable of flying at high altitudes. Yeah, we don't want to go to high altitude. They're this way still. There they are. There we go, we got them there. Has our electrical system's been fixed? You, back in the ventral turret, right then. You, focus. And you, Thompson, focus. Running low on ammo. Right, okay, I was in the first pass. Go get some ammo, quickly, quickly, go, 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 go. McKay, get back to fixing this electrical system again. You haven't done a good job, have you? 2 engines are down, 2 engines down. We're now relying on 2 engines. These planes, you know, by the way, these bombers, they could literally fly on on 1 engine. This thing could get back alive. Lock that target in. Let's get them back. You can send the engineer out on the wing as well. If you choose him, you can send him. If I select him here, you can send him to fix the engine, and he actually gets out the plane and crawls along the wing to fix the engine, which is bizarre. But repairs complete. Lovely. Right, now we get landing. Let's lock our landing zone in. There we go. Right, pilot, lower the gear. Where's our engineer? Our engineer's here. Let's get back on your engineer's seat in case we need to make the fuel mixture lean. We've lost 2 engines. Oh, we've got to close the bombardier doors. Bombardier, close those doors. Get in the front box as well. There we go, our front down. We've locked into the runway. We're low on fuel, says the engineer. So engineer, we're going to lean. We've got 2 minutes. We're going to lean our mixture. Lean that mixture, engineer. Make it more lean. Let's slow it down a bit. And there we go. It's got to 5 minutes now, you see. And that should be more than enough to get us home. We've lost 2 engines there and almost lost a 3rd. But yeah, these planes can actually run on 1 engine. Pretty, you know, that's real life as well. They are, they're quite, you know, sturdy beasts. Even though a lot were lost during the war, they are amazing aircraft, to say the least. Absolutely amazing. And the crews that flew in them, true heroes. That's a rather steep entry to the runway, that. And touchdown! There we go. We're back home. That was a rather hefty landing, that. Crash it went as it hit the ground. There we go, our mission results. 1,200 for our sub hunt there and 150 experience. And we return to base, no slow time bonus, and optional recon photos. You get an extra £80 and 10 experience points for not using the slowdown, which is pretty cool. Okay, returned and repaired. Okay, continue. Our pilots get, our crew rather, not just our pilot, our crew gets some experience points. There we go, that's all done. We can now see what unlocks we've got. We've got some new stuff for our crew, some livery stuff, and an aircraft. We've got an inflatable dinghy for our aircraft now. That's handy if we crash at sea, isn't it? Let's go a quick overview of our new crew gear here. And before calling it a day, let's see what we've got. We've got a new flight suit. We've got a basic khaki flight suit. So basically, it just changes the colours of the suit. I quite like the royal blue. Right, we've got the leather flying helmet. We've got pilot's captain. There we go. We've got to look at this with the goggles on. This is what I'm talking about. For £150, that's quite expensive. But you know what? I'm gonna invest in that for him because he's a great pilot. There we go. You can have that. He's got the leather flying helmet too there. But you know what? Look at this. This would have probably been a better investment because it ups his armour a little bit. And it looks pretty cool, right? But hey, I'm going to put him with this. So let's go on to Mr. McKay now. He's got the leather flying helmet Mark II. £700 for £100 for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see it put it onto Byron as well. Let's give what's our engineer? Let's give our engineer this cap. We're going to give it to. We're going to give him the leather flying helmet as well, and we're going to give C. Lombard our leather flying helmet too. Thompson, you can have the leather flying helmet too, old chap. Taylor, you can have the leather flying hat too. And Kelly, I believe you're a female member of the Sydney Kelly, so their names there. Look. Flying helmet, and you can have that too. Right. Oh, basic bomb aimer set. What does that change? Just change his gloves, is it? Right, anyway. Aircraft. Let's sort our aircraft out before the next briefing. So we've got livery details. So new nose art. What have we got in our new nose art? Custom 4. We've got another option for a custom one. It'll probably be the same for the engine art, and the same for the wing art. Same thing. Okay, well that's that then. Let's check our briefing and see what we've got here. And as you can see, we've got another mission now because this is the critical mission still there. But we've actually got the battery ammo dumped again. So this is the battery. The Todd battery has been raining down artillery on the English coast. Our current bombs aren't able to penetrate it, but we can starve it of ammunition and destroy the ammo dumps again. We had that mission again come up, which will give us extra experience points and extra money to upgrade our plane more before going on to the more advanced missions. So next time in part 2, which will come in a couple of days, we will return to that. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.